You know, I get so busy all the time that I wish I could have more of me to do all the boring stuff throughout my day. Hey, I got your homework done like you asked. Well, I guess my wish came true. What's up guys, my name is Henry and welcome back to another video. As you can already tell by the title, I'm going to show you guys how to clone yourself in Premiere Pro. So, let's jump right in. Boom. So, first thing you got to worry about is your set. You want to make sure you have a wide open area like the one I have right behind me so that you have enough room in the frame to fit your different characters. Now it also depends on how many times you're going to clone yourself, but general rule of thumb, you want to have enough room. Second is lighting. You want to make sure you got a nice good old big old bad boy like one of these. This is a nice little cheap light I got off of Amazon, but this will make sure that your scene stays lit and we can see every character. Third is you want a tripod. I'm shooting on a tripod right now. This is on a tripod, this light's on a tripod. And if you don't have a tripod, you can kind of just set it on a table. If the table's too low, you can stack up some books. That'd be great. Very helpful, very easy. Cheaper too, if you have enough books, but you can also find a pretty cheap tripod on Amazon, so that's not that big of a deal. Next is positioning. You want to make sure that your frame is positioned and you know where to look, when to look, and what part of the frame you're gonna be at. So obviously we're not actually cloning ourselves, we're just doing it in post-processing. Video magic. So for positioning, you want to make sure that you know where your divide line is. So you know, you can either set some tape on the ground, a ruler, or just visually remember, like in your scene, what part of the scene that you're going to split in editing. For example, when I was shooting the beginning part of this video, I used this door frame right here as my little split. I probably didn't use it all, but I knew that that's where I wanted to split the clips and have the other clip come on top. So keep that in mind, guys. It's very important. Step number 5, make sure that you have enough wiggle room inside your clips to make sure that you can fit in the other clone and you're not moving too fast and the other clip isn't moving too slow or too fast, or vice versa. Basically what I mean by that is, for example, if you're shooting a clip standing here and you want your clone to be right next to you, you want to make sure that if you're going to be looking at the clone or talking to the clone, you give yourself enough time to be quiet, turn your head, look at the clone, and also give the clone time to talk. So you're going to have to do kind of a little bit of calculation, figure out how much time you need to talk and how much time you don't, and when to turn. A little complicated, but it's not too hard to figure out. And then lastly, you're basically ready to record. So once you've got your shots, let's go ahead and hop on Premiere, and actually I'll show you how to put this whole shebang together. Let's go. Alright guys, so now that we're in Premiere, we're going to go ahead and open up a new project. Go ahead and title this Clone, and then we'll hit OK. Alright, so we got the project open, and now we want to bring in our file clips for the cloning. So we've got the 2 clips right here. One is the first actual person who's talking, which is me, and then the second one is the clone. So I'm going to go ahead and drag these onto the timeline. And the timeline is set to whatever settings that I recorded the clip in, so really don't have to worry about it unless you guys have a specific setting you want to use for your timeline. So now that we got the clip dragged in, we can go ahead and scrub through it, trim it down to where you want the video to actually start, and I want it to start right here because the beginning was absolutely worthless. Now when I was talking about wiggle room, this is what I meant by wiggle room. You see all this space of silence right here? This is the room that you want to give yourself to let the clone come in and let the clone, you know, talk and do whatever he needs to say. So now that we got that clip set up, I will go ahead and drag in the second clip and throw it right on top. As you can see, it covers the other clip and you can't see what the other clip is, but if I hide this layer, the other clip is right under it. So we can fix that. So what I'm going to do next is go ahead and drag over until the clone starts walking in, or where I want it to start. So my clone starts walking in right there. So we'll go ahead and go back a few frames. Boom, right there. I'll cut the clip right there, delete the others. Boom. Then what I'll do is drag this on top and kind of look to see where it syncs with it. You know, I get so busy all the time that I wish I could have more of me to do all the boring stuff throughout my day. Hey, I got your homework done like you asked. So, as you can see by that, the timing of the dialogue is a little bit off. My clone says, hey, I got your homework done like you asked, directly after I say, I wish I had more time throughout my day. So, I kind of want it to be where this little audio file is right here, this peak in audio, because this is where I start talking and say, well, I guess my wish came through. So I kind of want him to say this line right in the middle of here, and that's why I left that wiggle room. You know, I get so busy all the time that I wish I could have more of me to do all the boring stuff throughout my day. Hey, I got your homework done like you asked. Well, I guess my wish came true. Okay, so I'm not too sure on that, so what I'll do to see if it looks good is I'm going to actually get the clone part going where I reveal my other self and keep the other clone in the video. So to do that, you want to go ahead and select your other clip, the clip on top, go into effects and search crop. We want to go ahead and drag the crop effect on top of the clip, and now you can go into effect controls, and I'll take the left side, and boom, there's your clone. I went ahead and dragged it, and as you can see where this kind of shading is at, where this kind of splits, I'm going to put it right on top of my divide line, which is that door frame. So boom, right on top of the divide line, so we're good. Now we'll play it through and see what it looks like. You know, I get so busy all the time that I wish I could have more of me to do all the boring stuff throughout my day. Cool. Hey, I got your homework done like you asked. Well, I guess my wish came true. So, as you can see there, it looks pretty good, but you can kind of see a little bit of a lighting change, which is, it's kind of hard to get perfect lighting for these situations, especially if, you know, you're using daylight and you're not in a room that doesn't have any windows or anything like that. So, what I'll do just to kind of soften that up so you can't see the, when the clone walks in, is I'll go ahead and come down here to, I'll make sure I click on the clip, I'll come down here to the edge feather, and I will bring that up just a little bit so that it kind of dissipates. You know, 40, we'll just go ahead and say 50. Boom. So now you can see it's just not as harsh. So when I go ahead and hide the bottom clip, that's what it looks like with the feather. Gives it a little bit of room so that, you know, it doesn't look too sharp. Another thing, just for a little bit of added comfort so you don't get much of a color change. I wish I could have more of me to do all the boring stuff throughout my day. It'll still kind of change a little bit right there. Is what I'll do is go ahead and go to the beginning of the clip. Have more of me to do all the... So I start walking in right there. So I'll actually add just a little bit of wiggle room, like I said, just to add some clip right there. Go ahead and get into here. Go into the effect controls, and I will keyframe the opacity switches. So that's one thing to do just to make it a little bit nicer. So now basically the cloning's done. You know, I get so busy all the time that I wish I could have more of me to do all the boring stuff throughout my day. Hey, I got your homework done like you asked. Well, I guess my wish came true. And there it is, guys. You can go ahead and trim your clip where you want it to end. Boom, just like that. Delete that. And there's your complete cloned clip. You know, I get so busy all the time that I wish I could have more of me to do all the boring stuff throughout my day. Alright guys, so you made it to the end of the video, and I just want to thank you so much for checking out my video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Also, if this video helped you out, go ahead and drop a like for me because it really helps out my channel so much. One last thing, when you subscribe, don't forget to hit that post notification button so that you can be notified when I post new videos. And with that said, guys, I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. What's going on? Anyways, thank you guys. Peace.